Greetings YouTube, this is Rogue498 with a review of the Nvidia Shield. Now, this thing is actually pretty nice. On Christmas, for the past couple of Christmases, I've been saving my Christmas money. I eventually had the $200 to buy it, and well, I decided to get this thing after seeing someone have it at school. On the front has nothing special, it's just the front. This thing is a magnet. You can buy a different looking one of these for 20 bucks, although it's $20, so I'm not gonna pay $20 for just a magnet. The back has it's kind of hard to see with this light, but it has a bumper and a trigger on both sides. So it's kind of like an Xbox 360 controller. Here is the place where here's where you connect it to like charge it. I'm not so sure what this thing is for yet, but this is where you put the micro SDs right above it. And here's a spot for headphones. And this thing right here is just to help keep it cool, since this thing is actually pretty powerful. Sorry, I have to do this with one hand. It simply turns on. Now, I uploaded a Matrix background. I'm sorry that I don't have a screen. I have no way of recording this thing's screen, so you guys are gonna have to deal with it being blurry like this. But before we look at the stuff on it, let's take a look at the actual controller itself. It's actually kind of a mix between the Xbox 360 controller and the PS3 controller. By that I mean, like, the button layout is the same with the Xbox 360, except the analog stick and the D-pad have been switched. We have a volume control, we have a back button, we have a home button, and then we have a start button, as well as the Nvidia Shield button. Now, one of the selling points of this thing was the grid. Basically, every week they add a new game for free, and lately it's been kind of disappointing because they've only been adding Lego games, but we have some great games on here, like, ooh man, this is really hard to see, sorry about this, but we have Borderlands 2 and Batman Arkham City, and those are some of my favorite games. There are tons of games on here. As you can see, there's quite a bit of Lego games, and yeah. All these are for free until, like, I think June or July. So quite a bit of time left. Not only can it do that, but it also runs with the Google Play. So, sorry, but yeah, it runs with the Google Play Store, so you can play any Android game on here, but you still need to pay for it. Now, one thing that helped sell this thing for me was the fact that it had emulators. And these emulators have this controller support. Like, as you see, I have 5 games on here. Since it's kind of hard to see, I'll just read them for you. Dragon Ball Shin Budokai, Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai, Mega Man X, Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles, Soul Calibur, Broken Destiny, and Dynasty Warrior Strike Force. Now, I'm not gonna play them because I have only one hand free, so, but it works really well. We also have RetroArch right here, which I use for Game Boy Advance as well as PlayStation games, and everything works great. I mean, like, the controller is very responsive. Oh, now I know this is not the best review of the console, but I have to work with what I have, and yes, this thing is a touchscreen, which is really nice too. In fact, the other day I played this thing for so long, I tried playing on my 3DS, I was tapping on the top screen, wondering why it was not sliding, but overall, yeah, the Nvidia Shield, this thing is really good. I think it was worth every penny. I give it a 9 out of 10. The only downside, which I don't think is this thing's fault, is that I cannot run GameCube games, and that was what I was really hoping that this thing would be able to do, but that's the only downside that I can see, other than the fact that you need internet connection in order to use the grid. And there was another selling point about it too that I forgot to mention. You can stream certain PC games from your computer, although you have to have a specific graphics card in order to do it, and it's over $100, but this thing by itself is definitely worth $200. I give it a 9 out of 10. See you guys next time.